Hello everybody, welcome again to another edition of This Week in Campbell Football with head coach Dale Steele. I'm your host Chris Haymeyer, and with me as always is head coach Dale Steele. And coach, the great thing about an off week is you come out of it without a loss, and as you get prepared for Jacksonville, it's interesting as we get set for league play, we kind of really take a look back and think of these 25 seniors that you have, what they have been through as they get ready to start for that league time.
Well, yeah, it's been quite a journey for these young people that have been here since the start of this program, and it's a growing process. As we talk so much about the process equals the result, and what they've done is a tribute to going through the process and going through all the growth pains that this program's gone through to get where it is today.
I mean, this is a special group of guys, Coach. These are guys that, much like you, really took a leap of faith. There wasn't any program to fall back for. They couldn't look at what this program had been, what they had done in the years past. So I think that's what makes this group even more special.
Well, they had vision. We painted a picture for them, and they believed in the picture, and they believed they could be where they are today and have themselves in a position to go and compete for this league championship. And they've persevered. We talked about last week the importance of perseverance in college football. And perseverance is so important in our life, but especially when you're doing something, you're building something from scratch, because you're going to have your ups and downs, and you're going to have things that you didn't expect to happen. And you just got to hang in there and keep moving forward. And that's what they've done, and that's what the coaches have done. And it's been a great ride, and we look for great things to continue to happen in this program.
We caught up with some of this senior class to talk about their memories of where the program was and where it is now.
We started from just almost nothing, it seems, and then we built it into something that has the potential to be something huge, to be great, to be wonderful, and we've laid the groundwork for a program that has the potential to go a long way. And you can see that in the guys that they brought in. The senior class that we have, you can really tell that they're really high caliber guys that I've been playing with for 4 years now, and it's a true testament to the character of these guys to come in and build a program and help start a program, rather than just come and be a piece in one.
Looking back on it 20, 30 years from now, you can always go back and say I was part of the first program they brought back to Campbell. So, I mean, for me personally, that was one of the factors I came to Campbell, because I want to start something and I want to make sure that's great. I want to be able to compete with, the App States and, the Elons.
From day one, we pretty much started from nothing. It's amazing the guys that have stuck through all the tough times, the times from being over in the old, what we called field house, to the beautiful building we have now, and the beautiful field we have now.
The goal back then was to kind of survive. We just wanted to get back on the bus in one piece, and we really had no clue what we were getting ourselves into for those first couple of games and some of those big games. And now we just get out there and handle people every game.
We watched film on ourselves from 3 years ago, and it's like, God, who are those guys? And now we look at ourselves and like, man, we really came a long, long way and look like different people, but the same vision in our head and our heart is the same. Just want to win a championship.
When we started this program, we were here when we started the first season. We were here when we kicked off for the first time in our new stadium. And that's one thing that makes the brotherhood just unreal with the team. We've got such close camaraderie, and all the guys are so close, because when we came in, we were all redshirt freshmen and true freshmen. We never had, the redshirt freshman going up against the redshirt senior, So everyone kind of started off on equal ground, and we built up from there, and it's been a great building process.
Coach, we got some thoughts from the seniors about what they remember from where the program was and where it is now. What things stick out in your mind when you think about the humble beginnings and you and these guys building this program brick by brick?
Well, I think you mentioned last week, C.J. Oates talked about when we used to practice and the only people watching were the cows, and it was a little bit like that. And we took that long trek across campus from the what used to be the laundry over to the practice field, and just our first trip and the way we've grown and the experiences that we've had as a football team, and the growth process and watching them mature, I think is is one of the best memories that we as a staff have, of watching them grow and watching them understand what college football is about. They were such a different group in that, you know, I've been in a number of programs in my career that as we took the program, we had older players that could explain how college football worked because it is different from a high school atmosphere. These guys were forced to learn it on their own, and you know, it was a growing experience for them. And each and every one of them are just they're great people today. They're great people to be around when they're off the field, and you know, they do so many wonderful things. For these young players that are coming through and giving them the knowledge and the wisdom that they had to experience through some hard times. And it's really it's a unique group and a wonderful group to be around. And I wish everybody could get to know them the way we have as a staff.
When we come back after the break in part 2 of This Week in Campbell Football with head coach Dale Steele, we'll talk about, well, the beginning of the final chapter that these seniors hope to write as the Pioneer Football League schedule starts with the defending champions, Jacksonville. Coach and I will talk about that game coming up this Saturday. After this, on This Week in Campbell Football.